have a fuse in study.
Okay. Oh
Yep,
my.
Nice,
Oh
dope.
my. Good shit.
I wouldn't go change for the money. They love me, I really don't fuck with nobody. Yeah, I ain't tell a joke, why you acting so funny? I'm up on the moon like my name was Kid Cudi. She highlights sriracha.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your girl dopesquad20 and we're back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over all my favorite Cade spots for the map Villa. As a support main and an anchor, I want to share my insights as a Cade player because honestly, I have seen Cade come across these ban phases so much now. He's really coming into light when it comes to rank and he's so fun to play. He has great utility and he's a great all-around operator, especially on defense. You can waste so much attacker time, you can waste so much utility, you can even deny so many wall denials and all that breach denial. He's a really good operator to play. It's going to help you and give you some insight of how I play Cade and how I look to where I put his charges and all that good stuff. Again, I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, turn the notifications on. We're going to be doing a lot more content on the YouTube. I'm starting to get the hang of it and I'm really enjoying it. I appreciate every single one of you. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first thing first is you're going to want to reinforce the main walls in Aviator that are facing the study and the main walls in games that are also facing study. The south and the east walls. Alright, so once you have sight set up, your first K charge is you're going to put it on bookshelves. And you're going to want to aim for anywhere around this area. Doesn't really matter. And just kind of aim it for the wall. And this is going to get the left side wall for AV. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to get all three walls when it comes to AV in 2 games. You're going to want to come over to games where you're at the bar, and you're going to look in between this middle reinforcement. There should be 2 dots. And your goal is to put your K charge right in the middle. This is going to get all of games wall, and it's also going to get your AV wall. So with this K charge, I like to use this as my K tricking charge. I already know the Cade on bookshelves is going to be there, and it's really going to be hard for the attackers to find it. But with this one, it's really easy to time it and get it right if someone's going to be going for your games wall. Most likely, a lot of people want to go for this side of the games wall. It's very rare that they open this. But playing this K charge, pulling it off, throwing it back on is a good way to trick and really waste a lot of attackers' time. You can even shoot yourself a hole above this game's wall, so when you get the call that somebody's in study, you just yeet a C4 right over. And that's how you get all 4 walls using both your K charge. Again, good to pocket. You hear him waste the utility, throwing grenades over. You can even throw it from a distance. It's a lot of practice to just really understand where you need to throw it, but my best bet is to just focus on these 2 dots right here. Because it's easy to grab, let them waste all the utility, throw a nade over, they think they got it, throw it from afar, you're safe, you're not hurt, and this is a good way to K trick and waste a lot of time for the attackers. Because once they can't get these walls open, they're either going to have to rotate, get vault. You can run over, just throw it on vault door real quick, get your K charge, let them waste the utility, pick it back up, throw it at center. This is why Cade is one of my favorite defenders, is because he can really utilize his utility from afar. So this is my go-to spot for games Aviator. Cade spots for trophy stat hold. Again, you're going to want to reinforce triple wall. This wall is going to be your main objective to where you want to hold off the attackers. You gotta understand, majority of attackers like to take master. They like to come from bedroom, closet, and they like to take all of master control. With these Cade spots, this is gonna help delay as much time as possible so the attackers do not get this wall open. It's very important to keep this side of the wall closed because it holds a long angle into sight to all the way to trophy. They can even hold an angle from outside the window. Anybody crossing. So it's always best to make this your first priority to hold this wall. So for our first Cade Claw, we're going to be focusing on these wooden pillars. These are going to be our best friends for this site. And this is going to help hide the Cade Claws from any IQ from underneath or any Twitch drones. They're really going to have to look for it, and by the time a Twitch drone finds it, hopefully someone in sight shoots it, especially you as a support player. So for the first Cade Claw, let's take a look. You're going to want to aim right above the wooden pillar, but next to this one as well. You're going to want to hit right at this curve point. Get up, get as close to the wall as you can. Want it facing sideways, and that's going to get these two walls right here, as you can see. As you can see, kind of look from underneath. IQ is going to have a really hard time trying to shoot this from underneath. For our second Cade Claw, we're going to use this to hide this. You don't have to go all the way over, but what you want to do is make sure your Cade Claw is perfectly right above the wooden pillar, and you're going to have it straight facing out. Again, if you want to lean into it, you can. It really doesn't make a big difference. But I like to aim right above this wooden pillar right here. And with this, it's going to get your third and final wall, as you can see. And what this is going to help anyone trying to push from red. So usually if they try to want to get someone's stuff off the Cade wall, they're going to have someone push from red. And as you can see from right here, they cannot see the claw. That wooden barricade is blocking it. Even if they try to get close and want to get the other one. The lamp and again the wooden pillar is blocking it. They're not going to be able to get the wall. They're going to have to physically come all the way into sight to shoot the Cade Claws. Now let's take a look from attacker's point of view in master side. So if we come into master and you want to kind of look to see where the holes are, again, they are not going to be able to see because this wooden pillar is going to be blocking it. So in order for them to really get these charges, they're going to have to waste a lot of utility. They're going to have IQ, pinpoint them out, and they got to time their utility right. Because if Sledge just throws a nade over, you got to think the nade's going to land somewhere around here and explode. They're going to need something to explode at the top. And again, someone trying to push into landing, they're not going to be able to see both of those claws. They are literally going to have to physically push into sight where people will be playing to try to get these Cade Claws. That's why these are my favorite sites to play when it comes to Cade. I just like to just hold sight as a support player and delay as much time possible when it comes to the attackers. Because if they don't open this wall, they're just going to have to flush through the doors and through bathroom. And if your defense is as good, then you guys can definitely hold them off and play the time game. Because remember, as a defender, time is your best friend. Reinforcing our walls, our main focus again is going to be the laundry and it's going to be the pantry single wall. So my perspective with this is a lot of people, when they push this site, I don't see that many IQ players because she doesn't really need to go underneath. She's going to more likely be going up top, and they're going to be bringing a lot of, destructible utility. They can bring Buck, they can bring Sledge. I see fuses being played a lot. So I like to place both my K charges underneath. That way it makes them have to fish and waste that time to find where these charges are. So we're going to start off with both of these walls. As for pantry, I've seen a lot of people throw their K charges in here, which is actually a good spot. But if you think, if they're bringing a fuse, they're bringing Sledge, destruction, that's easily going to be destroyed by any type of explosive. So I'm going to show you guys where to go underneath to get your walls, and that way you can waste as much time as you can and make the attackers have to go hunting for these K charges. So we're gonna head down pantry stairs and we're gonna go down to basement. You're gonna come into office area. For single pantry, you're gonna come into this little room and you're just gonna look right above this picture frame and just gonna throw it between the cracks of these two walls. Now for laundry, you're just gonna come right over to the right, and I like to look for this little red speck inside this spot right here, and you're just gonna throw it right next to it. Again, not a lot of people I see, if they do rush bottom, they're basically rushing just to go up pantry stairs. I've never really witnessed anybody rushing through, and if they do, they're not really going to be looking for these certain areas. Again, let's take a look and see how our walls are looking. You got the pantry single wall blocked off, ready to go, because this wall is very, very important, especially as an anchor playing site, because they can hold a long angle from window all the way back to where China is. And if you're trying to hold site as a support player and that wall's open, you're basically going to be giving up a lot of kitchen. Secondly, we're going to look at our laundry walls. You can see both laundry walls are taken care of, so if they want to come above and use fuse charges or even make a hole over the wall and nade over, they are not going to get that wall open. They are going to have to go hunting underneath or drone it out and figure out where these charges are. And I love playing these charges because it really, as a support player holding down site, it does an amazing job to help waste as much time, so you can give that intel to your roamers and other defenders, because now they're just going to have to start pushing through doors. This is why I like playing Cade on Villa. If he is not banned, I really suggest you utilize him as much as you can, because he is a great overall operator. He comes with two Cade claws. He comes with a revolver. You can either have the TCSG shotgun or his AUG. He also comes with C4. That is so much utility as a defender. You cannot pass up for playing Cade. Alright YouTube, that's going to be it for today's video. Again, these were my favorite spots when I play Cade on the map Villa. This is just a little insight to give you guys an idea of how to play Cade, where to put some spots, and also how to stall as much time as you can. I appreciate everybody that comes by and shows the support. You guys are awesome. And let me know what other videos you guys want to see. I will be doing a solo queue series coming up shortly, so stay tuned. That's why you guys need to make sure you guys subscribe and turn the notifications on. Like I said, we doing content over here, baby. YouTube, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
Said that I wouldn't go change for the money. They love me, I really don't fuck with nobody. Yeah, I ain't tell a joke, why you acting so funny? I'm up on the moon like my name was Kid Cudi. She highlights her out your